Hey everybody, welcome back to Monster Camp. We're playing some Monster Camp.
Oh my god.
Baby. Alright. So it's time for drinks. It's time to get our drinks on. And you know, part of the Camp Spooky Party, because the Camp Spooky Party isn't bound by the laws of physics or continuity, and therefore don't stop. Also, the drinks are free. Welcome back, friends. Here with another free drink. Have at it. Chartreuse, what would you like to drink? Go for a thing, I guess.
Potion number 9.
Oh, alright. Oh, that was back there. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Conquests. I need to just bring all my stats up. I don't remember which. God, it's been so long. I don't remember which.
Are the stats moving?
Why did we buy bone hurting shoes?
I don't know. Well, we have toilet wine too.
Yeah.
I don't remember why we bought
These are
those.
really big. Oh, I can get Oops All Brian's. But we're not doing that this time. We'll do that on another time where we want to get the brides go to prom together. We'll go to the shower together. In the meantime, I don't know.
Oh, you can always look it up.
I could. I could go for fucking. Go for the bull or whatever his fucking name is. I don't remember. I don't know what this is, but it can't be good. That's the darkest timeline. That's not happening. I think I'll just probably do this one.
The tequila moonrise or
And
whatever.
love number 9, ready to do some but the fast way by drinking this drink. And you get a bunch of hearts with Milo.
With
The full
Milo?
moon. It's
Oh,
very
the full
powerful
moon.
village. Not just you, but all of you need to take sips from it carefully. It'll open your souls to the beautiful moon that we had tonight, and all its power will shower all your stats, even just a little bit. So good, you're welcome. It's power I leave you. Ciao. Right.
But hey, you got 10s.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, we're halfway through this game.
I know. I should have done a medium game.
Sure, yeah. All right, your bonus and charm are both pretty low. So, what? Creativity?
Let me look at the thing.
Yeah,
real quick.
thing.
The
Do
thing
the
that
thing.
I totally closed that up already.
Oh,
Alright, the next one is gonna be fun or smart.
those are both the same, so I'll pick one of the two.
Let's go with smart.
Alright, I guess. Anyway. Okay, we learned some things in the woods. In the woods! Since you're dying next week, Milo's been helping you live your last days to the fullest. Currently, the two of you are getting a super fancy pedicure, while little fish eat the dead skin off your feet. It feels amazing. It's hella IG worthy.
That really is the spot. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Fish get better pedicures than people. And I needed some. Oh no, this non-stop life celebrating with you has been all-consuming. But honestly, I can't remember the last time I've had so much fun.
Milo looks at you with such bedroom eyes. Your heart starts to race. Your body starts to quiver. It's a tender moment.
While we're enjoying this tender moment, I thought we could talk deets on your end-of-life bash. I've been really immersing myself in the preparations at Chartreuse. This might be one of the finest party planning work of my entire career. First off, the venue is insane. I got my boss to let me borrow her interdimensional penthouse. The ceiling is made of diamonds, and the bodyguards are literally four-dimensional. We're going to do this huge dramatic entrance for you, where you burst out of the coffin. Cute, right? And the coffin outfit is the perfect amount of slutty, trust me. Oh, and you're not going to believe the guest list. All the basics, sure, but we have some huge guests on here. I did not realize we had this kind of pull, darling. Keep it on the DL. We've got several prominent ghosts coming, both Edison and Tesla, so things should get interesting. But still, I feel something's missing. Something we need. I think we need a big, mind-blowing VIP surprise guest. Someone who could show up halfway through the party, uninvited, have a poetic final embrace with you. A real moment, you know. Does anyone come to mind? Maybe a long-lost twin from whom you were separated at birth and never actually met?
Oh, that's right. You definitely need a kick-ass special guest for your party. We don't have any long-lost twins that you know about. You do know the perfect VIP to invite. The obstetrician who was there for your birth. He issued you into this world, and he'll let you out. This party's all about you, so summon alternate versions of yourself from other timelines. It'll be poetic and awesome, just like when Beyonce looks in the mirror. Please tell me the party more about you.
Yeah, the alternate one is smart, and that's why I went for it.
Yay!
Because we've already done the...
We have done Elton John.
the obstetrician like every fucking time.
Yeah, I want to see this. Well, you don't get to see it though here.
Yeah, I always get to hear about it.
Oh, good call. Multiverse selves are such a thing right now. Let's do it, boo.
You and Milo finish your pedicures and then go ask Joy to perform a summoning ritual of your alternate selves from other timelines. Joy says she can do the ritual, but it's super difficult, dangerous, and it costs her some of her life force. You and Milo assure her this is a matter of life and death. She's a competent-ass witch, so of course she rips open a huge multiverse portal. It's purple, pulsing, and she yanks like 8 different versions of you out of that thing.
Oh, this is absolutely precious. It's a rainbow of chartreuse.
You gather around your alternate selves and give them the lowdown. They're here to be your party guests as you face your own impending death. That makes perfect sense, says one of the chartreuses. You know, in my universe, I actually saved the world from 2 separate nuclear apocalypses. I never had the true strength to face my own mortality. You're so brave, chartreuse,
Totally.
says another version of you.
You're the most heroic one of us all, soon to be dead chartreuse. Hip hip hooray!
I never thought about it before, but I suppose you are pretty heroic, chartreuse, and you're naturally popular, which is even more important.
Your multiverse selves all agree to chill out in this universe until the party. You get to know them a bit, and the best one is by far Centaur Chartreuse.
Hell yeah!
She is exactly like you, except she comes from a universe where everyone is centaurs. Everyone here is bipedal. That's a bad one.
Everyone here is bipedal. God, what a mind trip. Hey, Milo and original chartreuse. Want to take a ride? Yay!
Says Centaur Chartreuse.
A centaur ride with chartreuse on chartreuse? Oh, that's completely on brand. I'm in.
You and Milo hop onto the centaur version of you. The three of you go for a super romantic ride. The wind blows through your hair. Happy to be alive. And, if we're being honest, you're super turned on in this whole multiverse Milo experience. You have 3 fun, along with a fun new fetish. Yay! I need smart. I'd actually be bold this now. Let me see.
Oh!
Yes. Yes.
Strip poker, huh? With the ghost.
You spot Cactus are fiddling with what looks like a compass. You ask to borrow it because you have a strong desire for any object that contains the word ass. Though it pains me to deny your request, Conquest, I simply must decline. This is an experimental compass for which I am using for a special project. It's the fucking moral compass, isn't it? You ask him why his experimental compass replaced the word north with great job. For encouragement, you see, this is no ordinary compass. What I am attempting to construct here is a moral compass. During my tenure at Spooky High and subsequently here at Camp Spooky, I have noticed that many of our peers are, shall we say, morally challenged. Only a little bit. Just a tiny bit, right? Just a tip, just to see how it feels.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. I know all monsters are fundamentally good. They are merely confused and possibly sociopaths. So in order to help them know what is right and hopefully do a bit less crimes, I am constructing this device to help point them in the right direction. The trouble is, whereas ordinary compasses orient themselves according to the Earth's magnetic north, I do not know what ought to serve as my compass's moral north. At first, I was sure that it should point at Oprah, but then I learned that she's breeding an army of snake people infused with her DNA in order to take over the world. Also, she got kicked out the View, I guess.
Oprah wasn't on the View. That was Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg got kicked out the View. You're right.
You're getting your black woman mixed up.
I'm
How
sorry,
racist of
Yeah.
you.
I'm sorry, audience. I'm sorry. Anyway.
I mean, a lot of people have gotten kicked off the View, though.
That won't do at all. With so many Oprah Snake clones slithering around the compass, won't know where to point. Oh, but I have another idea. I can ask you for help. You are clearly a paragon of virtue, as evidenced by the fact that you are always following around trying to please me. What do you think I should use for my moral north? 500 copies of Immanuel Kant's Critique of Pure Reason buried at the crossroads. Where was the top of the world karma scoreboard? Duh. I got no fucking idea. We did this one before we got it. Yay. Ah, yes, the World Karma Scoreboard. I love the fact that moral righteousness can be numerically verified. According to this year's record, the current leader on the scoreboard is none other than Pamela Blanche of Detroit, Michigan. Wow, somebody named Pamela in Detroit is like, what?
The fuck?
Wow, they even have her full address listed on the scoreboard. What a fortuitous invasion of privacy. You rush over to Pamela's house to ask her to be your moral north. When you arrive, she's busy rescuing 3 cats and a baby from a house fire. Goodness, she really is quite virtuous. Also, the fact that we arrived at her address and she's rescuing people from a fire means that the fire was at her own house. Hello, Pamela. We have come to ask for a small favor, but it can't wait until you are no longer smoldering.
No, ask away. There's always something on fire around here.
Really? How dangerous?
Yeah, some might say it's the city's government taking advantage of my extreme virtue by totally flouting fire safety regulations in this neighborhood. But personally, I just see it as an opportunity to earn more karma.
Amazing. Amazing! And these constant fires are the reason you're at the top of the scoreboard.
People always seem to think that, but no, I don't save any more babies than a regular firefighter.
Then what's your secret? I've heard you give your entire income to charity. Is that it? Or perhaps that's all the kidneys you've donated?
No, those things help, but it turns out the #1 source of bad karma is making posts on social media, so I don't.
You make no posts on social media? None? You truly are a modern-day saint.
Thank you, I try. So what was that favor you wanted?
I was wondering, since you are a paragon of virtue, if you would consider becoming the moral north for my moral compass.
Sure, anything for a fan.
Excellent. Please hold this high-powered magnet in your mouth forever. Goodbye. And you leave Pam with the magnet in her mouth, and from that day forward, the compass always points in the right direction. To Detroit, Michigan. Or this direction of a fire that needs putting out. Whatever, you gain 2 creativity points. Great blessings! Chartreuse. You got some bad stats.
I do.
Charming and bold. Bonnie's, how's it going? You having a good week so far?
There's no thingy for the next one, so I don't know.
Oh, is that like the last part? Or is it
the last part is the poem thing.
Oh, right. There's like no wrong answer for that
Yeah.
one. But
So pick whatever one you're not gonna go to.
I can't see what my stats. Smarts. So it doesn't matter.
So bold or charm, whatever.
You spilled apple juice on a power outlet, and you're about to scrape off the stickiness with your metal fork. When you see Milo. I want to see where this is going.
If it isn't Chartreuse, come with me, dear. I need an intern to help me lead a soul into the afterlife, and I'm confident you'll have, and that you don't have anything better to do. You should really take this as a compliment. Not everyone has the dogmatic obedience and moral apathy to be an intern. Plus, you get paid in experience.
You were looking forward to cleaning off that power outlet, but your fork can wait. You join Milo. Lead you to the fresh corpse. A glowing soul lingers above the body.
Hello, recently dead cutie. I'm your new BFF for your journey to the afterlife. Some call me Death, others call me Desire, but my followers call me
Madness!
Screeches the soul loudly.
The king has gone mad! Madness!
Okay, that was a lot, and to be honest, I don't love being interrupted. You almost ruined my flow. I'll start over. Hello, recently dead cutie. I'm your new BFF.
Listen to my tale of woe! The Mad Merking, King of Merkingdom, has gone mad!
Psst, Chartreuse, this is totally teachable moment. Newly dead souls always want to tell you how they died. It's the easiest just to let them spill the tea.
You agree to listen, so the soul begins shouting their tale.
I was the Merkinger's master of coin!
Master McKay!
I served the Merking with pride and enforced a 100% tax upon the peasantry!
180%.
180, whatever. Until the dark night when the Merking was attacked! He survived, and became paranoid, claiming that the attack was a coup orchestrated by his council. He killed us all.
Yes, we met the other.
But 'twas no coup! In my dying words, I tried to tell the Mer King, 'twas the ancient curse spawned the crown! The dark night, the Mer King was struck by a vengeful specter. Ugh. I saw the specter myself. It took the form of a young woman. As the specter passed by me, I remember it stank of tequila and the devil's lettuce.
Oh my god, I'm riveted. The assassination, the coup, and now a ghost. I'm afraid I might fade from the drama. Hashtag drama.
I know, right? Thanks for listening. I feel better after telling my tale of woe. You can take me to the afterlife now.
I love you, darling, but I'm afraid I have a problem. I see that you're hoping to bring along some luggage. That's fine, but you're way over weight limit for mortal possessions.
Over the weight limit? Preposterous! My family buried me with just 19 satchels full of my dearest possessions. Can I upgrade to Economy Plus?
I'm afraid not, dear. I only give special treatment to relevant dead people like the ones who are verified on Twitter. It's only fair.
Ha! What do you mean I'm not relevant enough for special treatment? I know the Mer King! You call this customer service? I call it madness! Let me speak to your manager!
Oh, looks like this dead aristocrat is going full on Karen mode. Quick, prove your worth as Milo's intern and help them figure out what luggage to leave behind. Leave the stationary bike. You don't have a physical body now, so there's no point in keeping it tight. What about leaving behind a suitcase full of bowling balls?
I always get this one wrong.
We do always get this one wrong.
Let's see if I can find the answer.
Okay.
If I can find it faster.
Yes. It's a race. What are you gonna do?
I have no fucking clue, man. No. I would Googling nothing because my fucking phone decided to just go put whatever they fucking want in.
Oh my god, there's literally a forum. There's a fucking Wikipedia with all of them.
I want the prompts.
Oh, but I gotta find out what one of these is, right? I think this would be Karen's ghost.
Karen's ghost? Is that a thing?
Yep.
Oh,
Is
Jesus.
on the Wikipedia, this is listed as Karen's ghost. Leave the stationary bike is smarts. The bowling balls are fun.
One is higher.
Alright. So, yes, I have all of Milo's prompts now.
God
Every
damn it.
single prompt is on this Wikipedia.
Oh, my charming intern is right. If you simply leave behind this large suitcases filled with just bowling balls, we can be on our way to hell. I mean, the afterlife.
Egad, impossible! Don't you see? My bowling balls are my most prized possession of all! They're rare treasures! I can't possibly part with them!
But they'll be useless to you. After all, there's no bowling alleys in the afterlife. We installed a no greased floors rule of the great slippery soul orgy of 1608.
Okay. You tasteless fools! These bowling balls are decorative! You're not supposed to play with them? They're each from an important time in my life!
Wait, really? I just assumed these were for a tacky weekend bowling league. I'm curious, why are these balls so valuable to you, sweetie?
I suppose I'll explain. See, look at this one. I bought this bowling ball the day after my wife left me. I miss her every time I look at it. And this one. This bowling ball is the exact same weight as the first baby I killed. When I hold it, I feel like the kind of person who wouldn't kill a baby. And this. This was my first bowling ball. My father gave it to me right before he said he was disappointed in me. Burned down our house and abandoned my family forever.
Stop right there, recently dead person whose name I'm not going to bother to learn. This is an emotional intervention. I know that you died, and life isn't easy for normal-looking people, but that's no excuse to hide your light under a shroud of sadness. These bowling balls are dragging you down. You need to leave this collection of miserable memories behind, not because of the weight requirements, but because of the weight they represent on your heart.
You're right.
The soul cries out through deep sobs.
I'm going to leave them behind. This weight, I rid myself of it.
You, Milo, and the soul take the bowling balls back to their home, the bowling alley, and set them on fire as a dramatic gesture of catharsis. It's so moving.
I feel so much better now. I feel so light in my heart and my soul. It's like I can fly. Thank you, angel of death, and thank you, you useless intern.
I'm happy that you don't have me, dear, and we should really get to move on. I've got a notification about another gig I have to get to right after this. An entire bowling league needs to be escorted to heaven. The cause of death is apparently arson and subsequent bowling alley structural collapse. So random.
Miley gives you a glowing letter of recommendation, even lets you kill someone to practice reaping. Hell yeah, you get 2 creativity and 1 fun. You Russian murderer. Alright, my turn. My name's so cute. You managed to extricate yourself from the situation. From that situation, just in time to nearly trip over Calculator. He's crouched on the ground, intently studying his glass prison full of ants. Glass prison full of ants.
Oh no, Dahlia.
I mean his ant farm. That's what those are called. Oh, friend Conquest. How pleasant to see you, probably. As you can see, I am once again attempting to understand the complexities of organic life by way of this ant terrarium. Their brief, numerous lives provide the perfect data set for training my neural net. If all beings died and replaced, so if all reproduced so quickly in the course of my research, however, I began to worry: are these ants spiritually fulfilled? I think I've got an ending now. I think there's the ant ending or whatever. Like it's like the. I don't know. I think this is an ending though. Tell me, Conquest. As an expert in organic life, does spiritual fulfillment consist of dragging food through tunnels and then vomiting into the mouth of your all-powerful queen? You're not sure you even have a soul, let alone spiritual fulfillment. I don't know. I was going to say what's coming out of your neck, but it's me, it's not you.
Yeah.
You tell them so. Oh dear, if my little ant friends are not spiritually filled, how will I ever be able to deduce the true nature of happiness from their behavior? Friend Conquest, please help me. How can I catapult this humble ant society into a higher plane of existence? I gotta quickly Google. And
Well, just see if that wiki has a calculus or all
sure it
answers.
does. But I feel like this is a secret ending for him, so I'm just gonna scroll down to his thing. Calculaster. Damn it. Why'd you scroll back to the top for no reason? Wait, what? No, I guess not. Because I would have needed to gotten the flask genie. Which I still need to do, apparently. Yeah, we haven't done that. I need to get the fuck next. If the flask is in there, genie flask is available in the next one, I'm getting it. I don't know if we'll have enough time for it. I feel like we should. My first thought was with an actual catapult, but Damien borrowed yours for homework a few weeks back and never returned it. I'm playing B. The ants need something to look forward to besides eating and dying. Introduce them to the Word of God. Help the ants appreciate the zany side of work by creating and reducing the office, but for ants. I feel like I've gotten this before, and look at my stats. It probably doesn't matter. We're gonna put this one. Awesome. I don't. We haven't gotten this one before because Antonio the Ant was about going to space.
Yeah.
So this is new still, but whatever. The Trials and Tribulations of Antonio the Ant, a tragic comedy in one ant. Antonio was an ant like any other, a small-legged boy with all the virtues an ant can possess. He was hard-working, he was industrious, he worked hard, and, most importantly, he was a hard worker. What? His life was full of much toil and little leisure. But such is the life as an ant, and Antonio was, if not happy, at least content with his lot. Still, at night, he lay in his little ant bed. Antonio wondered if there might be more to life than hard work, something grander. Then one day, something happened. A great booming voice in the sky to Antonio's nest spoke to Antonio's nest, telling him of a wonderful life of leisure after death. Antonio's ant's friends were delighted by this good news, began to worship this booming sky voice. They called it Not Ant, and it was their loving god. From that day on, Antonio went to work with happiness in his dorsal aorta, buoyed up by Not Ant and its glorious promise. Soon, all of Ant Society gave itself over to the worship of Not Ant, and great temples were built to celebrate its glory. Antonio made offerings and performed rituals with the best of them. Then, something odd began to happen. Priests of Not Ant began to stop working, claiming that their spiritual devotion required their full attention. Antonio thought little of it. He was too consumed by love of Not Ant to care. And then the priests began to demand that the other ants build them vast palaces and estates. More and more ants like Antonio were expected to support the priests of Not Ant, while the priests themselves preached hard work and self-sacrifice. Not Ant hated lazy ants, they cried. Ants who refused to serve the priests were first publicly ridiculed, then simply began to disappear. Antonio was an ant of very little brain. In fact, all ants have very little brain because they are very little. But even so, Antonio felt something was amiss. One night he confided in his lover, Ant, that he missed the days before Not Ant, when ants worked for each other instead of for the priests. Ant listened and nodded sympathetically, but later that night, a knock came at the door. Antonio turned to Ant, a look of betrayal in his multifaceted ant eyes. Grant could not meet his lover's gaze. As the secret police dragged Antonio away, he could not even bring himself to cry, because it is physically impossible for ants to do that. He could only sadly reminisce about the way things used to be before the coming of Not Ant. Oh dear, the ants appear to have developed a repressive theocracy. That is not good at all. How could you introduce religion to ants knowing how impressionable they are? Lose too smart, so what fun, and think about what you've done. God damn it. Still a good story, which we didn't have before, so...
That's true.
They did say some of the fails are better than the wins.
That's true.
Maybe we're on a good track for a good time. Just ending this one. Let's be in the episode. Alright, where do you want to sit? With Milo?
Sure, let's keep up Milo points. That's you.
Fuck, I'm sorry. It's never been me before. Alright. Alright. Look across the campfire and see Davey and Milo playing backgammon. This is a secret backgammon champion yourself. You just have to play winner. As soon as you arrive. Gah!
Wow, flipping the board when you lose, what a surprise. If you just kept playing, you'd be good enough soon.
No, I don't want to keep playing. This game is stupid and the board cheated.
You realize you always do this, right?
Do what? No, I don't. I always keep things spicy and unpredictable. What do I always do? You're wrong.
You do try new things, explore new hobbies, do sides of yourself, but one false move and you're back to the old crime and arson and anger issue shtick. What's that about, buddy?
Well, I just, crime and arson are kind of my thing, At Spooky High, that was pretty much all I did, unless people knew my secret sides. I've already toned that way down at Camp Spooky, but my reputation suffers. I'm Demon the Big Bitches, legendary bad boy. But there's just generally less crime and arson to do, and also, I know I do a good job at hiding this, but I'm not exactly the best at wilderness survival skills.
You do not do a good job at hiding it, I know that. We all know that. You tried to set up a tent using a katana.
Exactly. I didn't even stab anyone with it. Well, I'm losing my edge. What if people stop liking me?
I'm sure they won't. Don't you think people will love you even more when they find out about your secret passion for makeup or your adorable relationship with your dads? And even if they didn't, who cares? Life is about finding what makes you happy, not what you think makes other people happy. In fact, if Camp Spooky Damien already has more dimension than Camp Spooky High Damien, imagine what after Camp Spooky Damien will be like. We need to brainstorm our next evolution.
Oh, we love brainstorming and interfering with other people's lives. You know Damien's next move for show. Crimes, arson, and makeup. But rocking an exciting new facial hairstyle. New beard, new you. After summer camp, get ready for the next revolution. Or should we say, quadruple revolution. It's figure skating Damien.
I'll go with the Damien one because I don't want to get points with Milo. I love him.
Love them. Sorry. Fuck yeah! Now we're talking. That's kind of new experience I'm totally open to.
But that's not a new experience at all. That's the two things you were already most known for, plus one secret passion that you've already started to be known for.
Nuh-uh. Facial hair is an exciting new adventure and totally counts as switching it up. Don't you see? It's actually almost impossible for me to grow facial hair. Probably because my chiseled jawline and cheekbones are so rock solid that hair follicles can't burst through the tunnels to grow properly.
As an aspiring hairstylist, you must know that's not how that works.
I know that's nothing better than arson, except for arson while rocking a sweet Rasputin beard. Or I could rock some mutton chops while mutton chopping up a safe during a bank heist. Or sport a sporty handlebar mustache while unsportingly removing the handlebars from a bike, thus sabotaging a race and winning millions of dollars.
And I'm no longer comfortable having my brand associated with yours. Goodbye for everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
They just don't understand your brilliance, Conquest. Your vision of facial hair is far beyond its time. You're a goatee Nostradamus. What kind of facial hair do we think Nostradamus had? Because I would wear that to predict what my next arsons. Pretty sure that predicting your own actions just means planning. But why bother correcting Damien at this point? Instead, the two of you debate what facial hair would be most flattering, which gives you an opportunity to stare intently at his face all night without coming across as creepy. Living the dream. The goateed, mutton-chopped, handlebar stashed, crime and arson and makeup butt with a mustache doing dream. Alright, do you want to talk about Moss Man or do you want to talk to somebody else?
Let's do Dahlia.
Alright.
Yeah.
These are all you then.
You've been doing all the voices.
I have. You're carving a healthy dose of attention from your peer. Craving. Sure, I don't know. When you spot Dahlia and Arabi by the campfire.
So once I ripped his biceps off, he pretty much knew I'd won. But he still agreed when I asked him to get in a quick makeout before I delivered the mortal blow. So awesome!
Oh my god, Dahlia. You boss blue babe, you are so bad.
Looks like Dahlia, Arabi, and Hex are conducting one of their classic girl talk sessions. You butt in as usual.
You can join our girl talk if you want, Chartreuse, but you better be conversing at the top of your game. Today we're discussing the ultimate girl talk subject, crushes. Arabi, you drew the short bone in the rabbit spine. You're first. Who's your secret crush? The rules of girl talk indicate that you have to tell us, or at least give us hints.
Whoa. Is Arabi about to admit that she has emotion? And that emotion is romantic in nature? And she feels that towards another person and not a battle axe?
Come on, you guys. Do I really have to say? Ugh. Well, if I have to admit it, I've always had a secret crush on that centaur mini-boss that lives right outside the woods.
Okay.
And Robbie, are you fucking serious? Is that why we keep taking those patrol shifts in the forest perimeter? Those were at 3 a.m., Robbie.
Whatever! I know it's kind of embarrassing, but he's pretty buff and I want to hear all that muscle squelching sound when I crush him.
What?
Okay, I made it mine. Now you have to say yours, Dahlia. Tell us who's your secret crush.
Oh, they're talking about actually crushing people.
This is kind of tough because I usually just tell someone directly when I'm crushing on them. I don't really bother keeping my crushes a secret, Liam.
Yeah.
But I guess my current #1 crush is Timothy Chalamet. I can't stop fantasizing about crushing him. Just one of my boots could crush all of his bones. We're meant to be!
Is Chainmaille Chalamet a real person? I think that sounds right. Dear God, by crushes, Dahlia and Robbie literally mean people they want to crush.
Every time I get a new crush, I totally get this intense feeling of butterflies in my stomach. It lasts right up until I stomp the last drop of blood out. Ha! I get that too, and I get kind of jealous I don't like anyone else to crush my victims. What about you, Chartreuse? Any crushes we should know about?
Dahlia and Arabi just gave you the perfect opportunity to hint that you're interested in one of them. Flex your girl talk skills and crush this combo. If I'm crushing someone, I go all in. I gear up with every weapon and toy I can think of. I'm kind of geeky that way. The thing is, I'm more of a crushy than a crusher. My middle name is Step On Me.
No, we'll do the time.
Alright, for Arabi.
Whoa, Chartreuse, I didn't realize that you were so well prepared for adventure.
And Robbie, are you blushing right now? Or is that just a side effect of the poison worm potion you drank earlier?
What kind of equipment are you talking about? And, oh, what items do you keep in your quick draw? Anything, really, really dangerous?
You start by describing all the raw materials in your inventory, including your gold and iridium ores. Then you slowly talk her through your ranged weapons.
Wow. When did you get so much inventory space? You could fit a merchant town in your pocket, Chartreuse.
Finally, show Roy the first item in your quick draw, your magic wand. Its core is made of mistletoe and ancient whale grease, and it's got a +6 buff to your spell casting. And best of all, it's made out of body-safe silicone.
Oh my god.
Ha ha ha! Merchandising opportunity.
Dear gods, that sounds like some fucking top-notch equipment, Chartreuse. It's also upgraded. Yeah, sounds like you've got the gear worthy of a warrior. Hey, do you find that your equipment ever comes in handy for boating? Happens to me all the time. What? Dahlia? Come on! It's not like any of us were thinking about the lewd uses for that wand. Like, for example, how good it would feel if you used it with some climbing rope. Anyway, we should change the subject.
Y'all finished the girl talk by debating which of Timothée Chalamet's bones would be the most fun to crush. Dolly takes off afterwards, but Arabi grabs you by the sleeve.
Chartreuse, I was kind of impressed with some of that inventory stuff you were talking about back there. Guess you're not as bad at girl talk as I thought you were. Maybe we could battle sometime and see who crushes who.
Hell yeah, Arabi's probably gonna crush all the cartilage in your face, but you're gonna crush her heart with the power of summer romance. Alright. where are we at?
Isn't this where we
I
normally...
think this is where we're gonna close it, but I want to check the day night segment. Yeah, we're gonna call this an episode. We'll see you guys next time.
There's no more drinks.
Oh, there's no more drinking?
Look.
Oh, weird. Alright, well, whatever.
Okay, bye.